Today my topic is the centrifugal casting. So first I am telling you about a casting. The raw material is heated. The raw material is melted in a different type of the melting equipments like a cupola furnace, indexing electric furnace, open hearth furnace and crucible furnace. The molten metal is pure in those cavity or mold. So after the solidification, the metal is carrying out in the form of the components. Is called the casting process. The casting process can be carrying out in different types like a die casting, centrifugal casting, investment casting, cell casting, continuous casting and dry sand casting. First number is die casting. So die casting, you can see this figure. This is a, you can see this figure. This is a base plate. This is a guide plate. This is a fixed die. This is a movable die supporting plate. The die casting. Die casting is made of a parts. Two parts. This is a fixed die and this is a movable die. The die is opened with the help of this screw spindle. The molten metal is injected from the top to fill up this cavity. This is the this is a die casting. So die casting can be carrying out in the two types. There is a hot chamber die casting and the cold chamber die casting. You can see this figure. This is a pot. This is a molten metal. And this is a burnel. So burnel is here is used for the oil to burning this. So this is a pot. This is molten metal. The main function of this burnel is to maintain this molten temperature of the molten metal. The molten metal is fed. The molten metal is pure fed into this cavity to fill up the cavity with the help of the metal, with the help of the pressure by the piston. The pressure by the piston, the metal is carrying fill up in this cavity. This is a fixed die. This is a movable die. The die is moved. Die is open in this type of the arrangement. This is a hot chamber die casting. The hot chamber die casting are generally used for the low melting temperature material like aluminum, zinc and lead. Second number is cold chambering die. The figure is same, procedure is same, but the die is cooled with the help of the water. Two pipe are the water are circulate they fix in a fixed die and movable die to maintain the life of this die and also to maintain the quality of the components. This is the cold chambering. Last number is centrifugal casting. So centrifugal casting, first you will be take this components like this. This is a hollow. So how to produce this type of the components the object with the help of a centrifugal casting. So centrifugal casting is carrying out in a permanent mold. So the permanent mold is moving at the speed of 1200 to 1800 rpm with the help of a electric motor. The metal is pure here with this arrangement. The metal is deposited inside of this permanent mold due to the centrifugal force. In this case, the metal is take the some time to solidification. In this case, the metal is not take the time to for solidification. The metal is already solidification during this process due to the centrifugal force. The different type of the casting can be carrying out in a different position. You can see this figure. This is a horizontal position of this the horizontal position x-axis. This cylinder is moved. The permanent mold is moving in a y direction, and is this process is also carrying like this in a inclination forward. The angle should be detect 70 degree to carrying out this type of the component in a inclination form to 70 degree. The 70 degree. Third number, investment casting. So investment casting means first you may make the masterpiece to make this to make the pattern. The wax is used 40 to 60 degree Celsius to make the pattern. So before using the wax pattern, so first you rinse with the alcohol to remove the foreign material like a grease and dust particle. Then you will be take the wax pattern to make the different type of the components. The main function of this wax are used to give the strength finishing and no machining required. on the components. So the investment casting are used. Investment casting is very costly. So the investment casting is used for a special type of the casting. Cell casting are used to make the different type of the elbows and pipes. Continuous casting, so continuous casting, so the metal is from top to bottom. Top to bottom, the water is here, the water is flow here to maintain this temperature, and after this some time you will be cut the component according to the size. So the continuous casting, this is a continuous casting. Dry sand casting means this is a casting. So dry sand means green sand. So green sand are used for a silica sand, 80%, 8 to 10% water, and bentonite binder are 10 to 15%. Other material is clay is 10 to 15%, and other material like wood dust and sugar dust are used. 1.5 to 2% are used to make the to make the binder, to make the green sand. So green sand means just like to make the to the pattern are the pattern are impressed in a sand mold. The sand mold to make the cavity and fill up the molten metal and carrying out the components with the help of a different type of the components. These are the casting process. Different type of the casting are used in a industry to make the different type of the components. I hope that you will like my lecture. Thank you very much.